Today, I really just want to talk about parenting, the entire responsibility of parenting. Parenting is the first level of leadership, and leadership is the last level of parenting. I say that because the very first environment that our children get to learn about their identities and come to the fullness of the awareness of themselves, and also come to learn the responsibility on several levels, is first in the homes where they are trained, where they receive protection and nurture, their first level of schooling. That's where they draw their values, their beliefs, their perspectives to life from. It's very important then that as parents we recognize that we are the basic pillars, would I say, that form the foundation that every other thing now is going to be built upon. There are times when we will no longer be available to them 24 hours like we used to, so we have to hand them over to tutors, to teachers, who take it over to the next level of parenting. They are the second level of parents, and I call them institutional parents. It is what has been laid in a foundation that the teachers then take forward to another level. Sometimes there's nothing in the foundation, and the teachers then build different things, putting different piles into the ground. If that as well is missed, then the child moving through teenage into early adult years goes into the work environment, where they meet societal leaders, third level of parenting. Those are the people at places of work as bosses, team leaders, managers, whoever it is that you get to relate with as your superior, supervisor at work. And the kinds of things they say to you, the way they mentor you, or coach you, or direct you, or instruct you, would go a long way to also determine how you eventually show up competently, confidently, and courageously through life. So going through these three levels of parenting and these three levels as well of leadership, from biological parents, institutional parents, and societal parents, it makes it evident that we are all parents at one level or the other. So we have a significant responsibility, not just to parent our biological children, but to look out for the places where we are teaching consciously or unconsciously as institutional parents, or leading consciously or unconsciously as societal parents. If these three levels of leadership do not align appropriately, small wonder why it is that society seems to be going haywire, because there is parenting that has been missed at one level or the other. But it's quite important to know that as biological parents, the bulk starts from us. To drive those pillars into the ground, I believe that many of the late nights that you keep, the long hours that you work, and the way you push yourself way over sometimes, many times, is really because I believe you're trying to give a better life to your children. And one of the worst things that could happen is you raise children that you no longer recognize. I believe that leadership has to start from our homes, because at the end of the day, the legacies we're building and everything we're working at, we may need our children to help us continue it, even if it's to supervise while someone else continues with it. But then nothing as beautiful as leaving a great name for your children to say, hey, my father did this. If he could, I can do better. So while you're going around your beautiful day, I pray God blesses you and blesses your hustle. And I pray that you find the understanding and the insight to be able to lead right, to parent right, and to be right. A final word of advice, like I always say, that no matter what comes or goes, no matter what gives in or doesn't, you never give up until you win. And even if you don't win, it's okay. We don't win every time. Just ensure by all means that you finish strong. And after you've done so, if you have the opportunity to do it again, do it even better. I am Steph Fred. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.